Hey everyone! Hey to all the ladies in pink, like we planned this, but we didn't. Okay. Welcome to the Life Happens podcast. I am your host, Grace. And before we even start on this topic called the friend zone, okay, how many of us have put men that are probably good for us in the friend zone? Yes, we did. I'm guilty. Yes, I have. Okay. Before we get into our topic, let me say hey to my co-host, Kim. Hey, girl.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, you told me I can't use a high pitched voice, but you doing
I
that
know
now.
I was mocking you. Hello, everyone out there.
Okay.
Hello, hello. How was your week? How was
My
your week?
my week was good. I've been fighting with every male in my life, and it is what it is.
Oh my goodness. Every male in your life?
Most of them, except one or two.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But it was a good week.
No, it was a good week, honestly. It's been pretty good. It could be worse, but it's not.
I had a good week too. What do I tell? We're getting a new fence. So that's the new thing. We're really excited about our new fence that's coming up. I know my husband is like he's really excited.
What kind of fence are you getting? Just a wood fence?
We're just getting a wood fence, a little bit taller than what we have right now,
Mm.
because we've been in this house for 5 years, so we've never really changed
Mm.
the fence. So we're getting a taller fence because our gate, it doesn't lock. I mean, it locks, but it's so hard to get back open once you lock it. So we need a new fence. So we're excited about the new fence. Fences are expensive, guys.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, they
Yeah,
are
fences
very
are
everything's
not
expensive.
cheap. I'm
No.
talking in the thousands,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
Oh,
$8,000 to $10,000 for a fence.
Yeah.
I yeah. Especially depending what kind you
Crazy.
get, and if you have a pool, it has to be higher. Well, yeah, it gets. Yeah.
It can get really expensive, but I'm excited to see it and see, it go up and the new boundaries. So, I'm praying into my new boundaries. Whenever I get something new, there's always the Lord is trying to teach me something. So
Hmm.
there you go.
I mean, I don't understand the new boundaries, but okay. But I'm sure. Uh-oh.
Or extending my boundaries. Maybe I should say that. I did get a word that my boundaries were being extended. So anyway, very excited. Very excited. That's what's going on. Next week I'll have a picture for you guys, so you guys can actually see what it looks like.
Okay, girl.
I'll
We
show
ain't
you a picture of the old fence and then a picture of the new fence.
because I've known you for over 20 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have that. No, ma'am. I don't want to see a picture of your fence. I love you though.
Grace is so mean.
No, I'm not excited about no damn fence, sis.
Like,
No.
you could have just look at it, like, oh, okay, that's nice, and just kept it moving. No,
Yeah.
you had to say something.
I'm not- Kim, that's the best fence. Girl, yes. No.
You don't like my new fence? Okay.
I will not tell a lie about a bloody fence, sis.
You know what I'm thinking about doing though? On the back side of my fence, I'm thinking about having someone come out and do a mural.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
My mom did that.
Did she?
Yeah.
Why?
Can we move along from this fence, please? Hey, Tanya.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, I'm done. Let's go to Tanya. Go ahead, Tanya.
Hey,
Hi.
Tanya. How was your week? 'Cause I've been seeing your posts on Facebook, and I've been jumping on your bandwagon because that's just been funny.
Cause
And
it's
right,
true.
right. And some of your friends have sent me a friend request.
Oh, hey, the one little white boy that was like, hey, I grew up with him. I'm like, no, no, she will tear you up.
Well, I was like, no, sir. Yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about. Never mind. I ain't gonna do that. Hey, Felicia.
Hey.
How was your week?
It's going pretty good so far. Just getting a lot of things, off. I have a list, a to-do list. And one of the things was to kind of finish up my little record room, my little vibing room. So I kind of found some stuff for that this week. So I'm really having fun with that. But that's it. homeowner stuff.
I hate it. That's why I'm telling you. Every time shit breaks in my house, I want a husband. And I fix it, and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Every time. Like, what do I need parts of my fence fixed? Because I have a pool, so the neighbor pushed something against the fence and it knocked part of my fence down, right?
Oh no.
So I need that fixed. And then I got stuff around the pool area to be fixed. And I'm like, Lord, can you send me a man that is wealthy and has a business where he fixes shit?
A fence fixing business. Okay.
Yeah, not fence fixing. I'm talking about like one of the
Handyman.
he builds houses and stuff. Like I want
Oh.
to can build houses.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
You want a handyman.
But I want a wealthy handyman.
There you go, a wealthy handyman
Because we have to be
who has
specific.
workers.
Has workers, employs people, loves the Lord. Okay. And I'll make his lunch every day. I got you, boo. I got you on the front. But anyway, Ryan,
So,
I mean, dang, Ryan, like, what you mean, what's up? Like, you're using the bass in your voice. Hey,
Felicia, did you not get the glasses memo?
What you mean? Oh, I have my glasses right here. Do I need
Yeah,
to
I
put
was
them
about to, yeah, you got to put. Thank you. You didn't. She almost didn't get the memo.
on?
You didn't get the pink memo. You see, everybody has pink.
We got pink on. I got the pink
you
memo.
got pink. So what's up with you not
Well,
having?
y'all didn't send that out. So
There was no memo, but what happened was we just all came on your pink.
Yeah.
mm,
So, but anyway, guys, did you guys watch the video? But before we get into the video, friend zone. How many people have you friend zoned? I have to start. Let me tell you what. I don't typically know when people are flirting with me unless you come out and you flirt and you say, Rabia, I like you, blah 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 blah. If you don't tell me, a lot of times I just don't assume. So a lot of people in my life have been friend zoned, and then they'll tell me afterwards. And then maybe when you're in the friend zone, you're not coming out the friend zone. It's been very difficult for you to come out the friend zone. I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. If you're in the friend zone, I don't look at you like that.
But you hear about people who were friends for a long time in the friend zone, and then it turned into something more.
I don't know many stories like that.
You can't see that happening to you, huh?
Let
You
me
don't
think.
see that happening to you?
So a guy I grew up with, right? No, let me not tell my business. But anyway, no, I can't.
Mm,
I think
mm,
people do it to me a lot.
mm.
I get friend zoned a lot.
Do they tell you that? I mean, how do you know you've been friend zoned?
Well, because you could just, to me, I could just tell, like, you know, especially if we weren't like, it's like, especially here, like recently in my new dating single lifestyle right now. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. It usually just depends on like what happened while we were out together.
So
But I
you
feel like I get friend zoned a lot.
went on a path of romance and then you get friend zone. But I think a lot of things too, Tonya. I think that with your personality, and I love your personality. I think a lot of people sometimes feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You're very honest, and a lot of people are not that honest.
Mm-mm.
That's just not true. Yeah.
I scare a lot of people off. I'm because I tell them, I'm like, this is what's going. This is my problem. I am aware of my problem, and this is what happens when I do my problem. And so,
Yeah.
but for me, to be honest, like that is like it kind of weeds out people because it weeds them out really quick. Like, hey, I have this issue and I am working on it. However, I'm not that successful at it.
Mm.
And I was like, but I'm trying. And a lot of times, like they'll straight tell me like, hey, well, I've been in that situation before and I'm not trying to do it again. Or yes, you're crazy. Like, no, I'm not crazy. I just,
But that's fair, especially if you told them and then they say, you know what, I don't want to partake in this. I can respect that, honestly.
yeah.
You
Me
didn't.
too.
I need to read a comment. And Rita says, make sure your wealthy handyman pays his taxes, pays in on his social security and health insurance and savings. Yes, ma'am. You need to be responsible, wealthy handyman. um, and then Mr. P. Well, remember the guy that was on the show, the police officer?
Yeah.
He says, "I'm good with my hands, but I can't build shit. I can pay him." I'm like, that will work too, right? That will work too. Um, okay, Brian, have you ever been friend zoned or have you friend zoned people?
Yes and yes.
So, what would make you friend zone somebody?
Um. Well, it's not like I tell them that they're in the friend zone. It's just like if someone. Well, first of all, I rarely get pursued, but if I notice someone is trying, then I just tell them straight up. If that's something that I want to do, and if it's not, then I just leave it at that. And then they just normally women go about their way and they like don't re-pursue, right? They just and sometimes they get as uh well, I'm not gonna say vindictive. Sometimes they get as mad as men do when they get rejected, if you will.
Mhm.
But but yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, friends, and then that's it. But yeah, I've been friend zoned before, especially in my 20s and early 30s. So um, it's happened. It's happened more than once. But you just gotta, all right, bet. If that's all it's gonna be, and then I'm cool. I don't stick on. I don't stick on people like that. I don't go. Oh well, maybe I'm not. I'm in the friend zone this month, but a year from now, I'm not gonna be in the friend zone. No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't stick on people like that.
we ain't going back and forth either. I need to read
No.
something. And we just said, no man can put me in the friend zone unless I want to be. Otherwise, I'll drop his ass. I like that. You ain't gonna friend zone me. Shoot. That's what she said. Um, what about you, Felicia? Have you ever been in a situation?
Nope, I don't get friend zoned because I don't pursue. I don't pursue. I don't
Yes.
pursue men, so I don't get friend zoned.
She's married.
Even when I was dating, they always pursued. I like who likes me, so they would have to pursue
Well, that
me. So
makes sense.
I have friend zone people, but I personally have never been friend zoned.
That makes sense. What about you, Kim?
I don't remember ever being friend zone. I've had crushes on people, but I mean, but have I put guys in the friend zone? Yes.
All the time.
Um, I have, as in, in college or in the workforce. Yeah, someone has liked me and I really didn't like them back, but I am under the I go under very strict code here. Like I will let people know up front. I don't like to like pull people along, string people along. I don't
Yeah.
believe in that.
Yes.
I pretty
Yeah.
much if I don't like you, it's like yeah, I don't. I know you kind of like me, but I'm not feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna pretend. Just so I can pull you along for a little while until somebody else better comes along. Yeah, no.
Okay. I get, and I think that's really cool that you are that honest. But I'm gonna tell you what I did one time, right? So I was feeling really brave one day because people said I don't ever like drop into people's DMs. So I said, I'm gonna shoot my shot, right? So I sent this guy a meme, okay? And then, I realized he wasn't actually the guy that I wanted to send the meme to. He actually looked like the guy.
How did you send the? Never mind.
Well, because they looked alike. They both had the salt and pepper beard. They were like both cute, right? This was a while ago. Though. This is not recent, but it's a while ago. So I sent the meme, and the meme basically was saying, "You ever see those memes on Instagram with the girl that has a coffee and she says the person wants you to know, and then she pours the milk and it says whatever." So the one I sent was the person wants you to know that you're fine as fuck, right? And then after I sent it, I said, shit, it's not the right person. I was like, oh God, what am I supposed to do?
Unsend
Hit,
it.
hit the unsend button.
No, because he already opened it and then dialogued. Because
Oh.
I didn't like respond.
Oh, okay, well then tell him. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Sent
sent
this
that
to the
to the
wrong
right
person.
person. Yeah, I'm with Brian. Yeah, like
Just,
exactly.
just be, just be truthful, and you probably entertained him for a second and laughed about it, and he thought you liked him.
No,
Shame on you.
no. You did not know what I did, Brian. Shut your mouth. I'm not
What'd
telling
you
you.
do then? What'd you do then?
You
She
already
just
done
went
the
ghost.
No, you didn't. She didn't ghost him. Nah, I know she didn't ghost him.
move.
She probably had a slight conversation with him longer than she should have,
No,
and
this is what I did. I responded, listen, listen. But I didn't go.
Ghosted him.
No, I
so
didn't.
you had a slight conversation with him.
I didn't block him. I didn't do none of that shit. You can still see you can, sir, but I'm sorry. Like, if you're listening, I
I
know
was gonna say, he's watching right now because you think he's fine as fuck.
it wasn't you. You looked alike. Stop. Okay, let me stop. And we just said I put them in the friend zone where there was no chemistry. And it's true. Like a lot of times when you're not attracted to somebody. But anyway, let me read some more comments on here, and then I'm gonna play the video. Eric said people are friend zoned and they don't know they're being friend zoned. The shot was never there from the jump. Hey, it's hectic, yo. And then he says she drug him along for a while and then faded away.
That's what she did.
No, I didn't drug him along for a while. Now, someone asked me, did I send the right person the message? I was like, nah, I'm done. Because I don't normally do that anyway, but I was trying to be adventurous, right? I was like, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? What was the worst? And I knew he wasn't going to say no. I know that sounds terrible. I mean, I knew that. And then, but it wasn't the right guy, though. I was like, shit. The first time I actually think of shooting my shots, it just went south. But anyway, let me play the video. No, and I would not have ghosted. I would not ghost anybody, but I will block your ass. Do you hear the lightning or thundering? Anyway. So guys, let me play the video.
We do not sleep with somebody that we're not attracted to. We don't care if you're nice, listen, if a sexy guy is sleeping on his mom's couch and he's got game and he's sexy, a woman will sleep with him. Mm-hmm. She won't friend zone him, but she'll friend zone a nice guy who does all the right things and she's not sexually attracted. She'll take your money, she'll take your time, and then she'll tell you goodbye. Women will do that. So make sure they're attracted to you before you spend money on them.
Jesus. Brian, we don't need you to even shake your head now, okay? Because I was reading something today and the meme said that I think she left. Women are attracted to men that have mixtapes versus a man that has a trade account.
Has what?
Mixtapes. So they want a man that ain't doing shit versus a boring man that is trading to make his money. And I keep saying this over and over that woman, we want to feel butterflies, but really that's anxiety. We need to check that like for real. Because no. But now, we have to start with Brian because I didn't know your answer. So Tonya, do you agree with this woman?
Okay, so I do kind of, not really. I think it just depends on on where a woman's at in her mindset, I guess, or where she's at in her life. I don't give a damn how fine you are. I'm not sleeping with you if you I can't come to your house like you live with your mom. No, I don't want somebody with a mixtape. I don't want someone who acts too ghetto. No. So I don't believe that. I don't care how fine you are. No. Because then that's when they start asking you for money and they start, we need you to help, want to move in, need somewhere to go, need a ride. No. So I've friend zoned a few guys that after a while, of course, we've, had relations, but once I found out that, hey, it'll never be anything more than this. Hey, let's be friends. And then I stand on that, I've probably one or two, and we've been friends for 10 years. But we were able to keep that friendship because we took the sex out of it. And I gotta tell everybody about my best friend. He's my best friend. I call and I can tell him anything. He gives me advice on the male side of things, on the male host side of things, because he's horrible. But I had to friend zone him because I knew what it was. I knew that it wasn't never it in my head we were gonna be together and it was never gonna happen. So after I friend zoned him, we've been friends. Man, it's been a while. I think we talked about this other. I think it's 8 or 9 years now.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yeah. And so stuff like that. I won't now. So now in my recent dating cycles, if I don't scare them off, then if I, I'm really not good at friend zoning guys right now because I don't need a friend. I feel like like what do you, another friend to tell me good morning every morning and
Yeah, I need this shit.
oh god, like so I'm sitting here texting like 10 people good morning, like
Might be in the
something like so like send me a freaking prayer or something, like a little scripture, like do something different.
they the worst, sis. The one that's in the scripture. No. Oh, the worst.
I want that. Like I got one thing, some of them that write me little poems. I'm like, oh, he wrote me a poem. I was like, and my response is, how many other people send that to?
Copy and pasted it and he sent it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know for me, I don't need the good morning text every day. I don't need to talk to you every day. I actually don't want it every day. Because that, if I was in a relationship, I gotta think about that shit because I don't want to.
I think that what the lady was talking about in the clip, I believe that you do have to have that initial of you looking at someone and someone looking at you, you liking what you see and them liking what they see. I think you have to have that initial pull. You know what I'm saying? It has to be that initial pull because I think if you don't have that initial pull, it's really hard for you not to see that person any other way. It has to be that, oh, I find him attractive, or oh, I find him sexy, or oh, I am interested in that. That makes that looks good to me. But if you're looking at someone and the initial thing when you look at them is, no, I don't. He's a nice guy, really nice, helpful, kind, all those checks, all those other, little slots on the boxes, but I'm just not physically attracted. And I think that's really important.
You spend time with somebody long enough, they will become fine to you, Sam.
Yes.
And
You think so?
yes.
Yeah.
They
can they're gonna either you're really gonna like them because of their personality, or their personality is gonna run you off. Because
I think you have to have that. I think you have to have that initial pull of that.
I don't think so. Not necessarily, because I've met people that initially I wasn't attracted to them, but as I began to talk, I was like, oh, the intelligence and knew about mental health stuff, deep stuff. I learned from them.
So the physical wasn't important to you anymore.
No, physical wasn't. Trust is important.
Yeah. The only thing that kind of bothers me is height. Like I don't want to look you in the eye. That's the only thing that I'm like,
Girl, bye. But I feel you.
I'm 5'2". I want to wear heels.
Tonya, I used to think that way, but I'm beginning to understand that my future man may be 5'5". Shit. And if he's really cool, I'll get over that shit.
Yeah, that's true too.
It doesn't really matter. I got one more comment to read. Antwita said, a person knows when they've been placed in the friend zone. Some of these women just be in denial. Yeah. Okay, what about you, Felicia? What are your thoughts on this video?
I mean, yeah, I agree with her. You do have to have some type of attraction to that person. I mean, that's just like saying, I'm going to grow to love you. There's no, either you got it or you don't got it. Either he wants you or you want him or you don't. I mean, even though we hate to say that we're that, how can I say it? Shallow. But it is what it is. Like if you're not attracted to somebody, even if you say, okay, well, we can be friends, you're going to still have a roving eye because the next thing that's your type and that you're attracted to, you will eventually friend zone him. Because it's like, well, man, he's short, or he got a bell pepper nose. I ain't trying to be with that. Or he look a certain way that I just don't like, or I just can't get with. And then I see somebody that is physically attractive to me and he's I'm gonna choose him because we're shallow like that.
Yeah. Well, he can more cellulite than me. Hey.
Yeah. Or he got hips. It's just certain things that you can't get past. It's like, I like him, he a cool person, but he got hips. I can't.
I God, there's so
I
much.
cannot grow
All
to
the
love
things.
that. I'm just being honest. I can't
Yeah.
grow to love that.
Because we
And
look at that
there's
stuff
some
like,
men out there that men are the same way. It's like she's a dark skinned woman, and I don't like dark skinned women, and that's okay. I'd rather be with who really feel attracted to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everybody is not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. You're not for everybody. It just
Exactly.
is what it is.
I hate that I cannot comment on their comments. God.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think?
Speak, Felicia. Listen, I wish Grace could speak, but Grace has to show grace. Anyway, please, Brian, what do you think of that video?
Like, she's 1,000% right. I've said it 1,000 times. I've said it 1,001. Women break rules for men who they lust after. All the rules, and every woman, and me as a man, we all know a woman who messes with F boys, basically sold off of lust and relevancy, all that type of stuff. The only thing that's greater than lust of the flesh for most women who mess with those type of dudes is lust of money, right?
Right.
And so we all these rappers who would never one of the biggest examples. Lil Wayne got with Lauren London. Lauren London is probably on one of those women who's on every man's radar, right? It's not like, hey, do you like Lauren London, dude? To be like, nah, I don't really like her. Like, nah, every dude's gonna pretty much find Lauren London attractive. If Lil Wayne wasn't who he was, if he was a supervisor at Sam's,
Yeah, was it?
Lauren London would never get with him. I mean, I ain't talking about. I ain't trying to, talk down on the dude, but he looked like a gremlin. I mean, that's just what he's not attractive to most women, and most women only think he's attractive based on what's attached to him, right? Which is a lot of money, a lot of relevancy, a lot of power, fame, and all that. So, but she's talking about attraction, right? So yeah, you women tend to lean on, yes, I need to be attracted to the man that I'm about to have sex with. Guys don't have that rule. Guys,
Yes,
as
they
long
do.
no,
Yes,
no, not all the time. I'm telling you, there are more guys who, of course, guys, sleep with dudes. I mean, sleep with women that they're attracted with. But there are so many dudes out here that don't really give a damn about the attraction. She just got to have
I
a
don't
fat
believe
butt.
that. And
Guys
If she,
put
if,
girls in the
believe, and this is what I
friend
believe,
zone
and I
all
believe.
the time.
I
I'm,
believe that a man will sleep with a woman that he's not all the way attracted to. But if there's nothing to bring that excitement, like she too big or she too ugly, it's just like I can't even. I think there are women out there that
no,
they like
no,
I can't.
no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying sex. The woman said you have sex with a person
Oh yeah.
that you're physically attracted to. But men, there are a lot of men who don't really care if the physical attraction is there in order to have sex with the woman, right? All they have to do is have like something, like, oh, she got a fat ass.
But
Okay,
that's
but
something.
but
That's what I'm saying. It's something.
her face is a 2, but her butt is a 8.
Right.
That don't pan out.
But that's something
Wait,
attractive to
hold
him.
on.
Like
Hold
you can't
Yeah.
just put a paper bag over her whole body. It's like, okay, she got a nice body.
Oh,
Okay,
but,
she got a nice face. Okay, but you can't bag the whole body and say it's
yes, you
nothing
can.
wrong
I
with it.
know dudes who have babies by women that you can bag the whole body, everything. I trust me, dudes. When dudes get horny, there are times where every dude got that one that they'll never tell you. Not me, but I'm just saying there's a lot of men. There
you
are a
said
lot of men got that one that they won't even tell their homeboys about. They'll take that one to the grave. Hey,
terrible.
ask your husbands and ask your husband's homeboy, hey, do you have one that you gonna take to the grave with you, or ask your homeboy or your husband's homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Do you have that one that you gonna take to the grave with you that you ain't gonna tell nobody because she wasn't all that, she ain't your thing? And they gonna be like, yep.
I think women have the one that takes to the grave too and won't tell nobody.
yeah.
But is it because that they weren't attracted to them, period? or just that or maybe reputation or some other reason besides lack of attraction?
Do you have one, B. Jones? You'll take to the grave?
No. I can bring every single one of my homeboys on here right now, and I'm telling you one thing. They will all tell you. Now, B Jones ain't even gonna go there. Yeah, I have always had that.
But you're saying that you would, but so you're just saying it's not majority of the men, it's most men.
Yeah, it's most men, which is if it's 51-49, it's most men got that one where they gonna take it to the grave, and they ain't gonna even tell their closest homeboy about it.
My
Babe, you got a girl that you'll take to the grave, you won't tell your closest homeboy about?
No, because I never did that. In order for me to have physical relations with a woman, I have to be attracted to you, or I ain't moving. It's,
But
it's,
that's
it's,
what I'm saying. They have to be attracted to him some type of way. It's her
Yeah.
personality, or it's her
Something.
Hold on.
face, or she got cute teeth, or she got
I'm
big
I'm
butt,
te-
or
I'm
something.
telling you, there are men who have kids by women that you can bag the whole body. I'm telling you, y'all not listening to me. Men, y'all listen, y'all trying to say what I say and apply to a lot of men. Men don't need to have anything but the area that they need to stick it in. That's all they need. They can just block out the rest. They can block out the rest. They can just think selfishly and say, "I want to get my orgasm on," and that's it. With whatever.
Else then. So he's thinking about somebody else that he probably can't get.
Maybe they think about somebody else, something else, something. I don't know, but I'm telling you, y'all. I ain't gonna say it no more. I ain't finna try to convince you.
My friend.
So I don't know who Facebook user is. Please state your name. They said, "I will not date a man with a big, juicy booty." Yeah. I have been talking with this guy on a dating site, and he was fairly attractive. Good job, good provider. But when I met him in person, his hips and boobs were bigger than mine. Jesus. I didn't put him in the friend zone because he was in love with me. I don't want to lead him on. In certain situations, a bit of cutting ties. Oh, there's Anwita. That was so funny. Eric says, right, B, there are some cats out here that maybe question their sight, mind, and spirit.
So
Not,
okay,
no.
I have something I have to share this part. My friend, he said that he told me that the reason guys sleep with ugly women is because ugly women are better in bed because the pretty girls don't have to do that much work.
Do nothing. Yeah, they don't do nothing.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, he said, get you an ugly girl and she's gonna show out. That's what he said. He was like, because I'll be like, ugh, you always, I was like, ugh, that's her. Like, because he'll be like, oh, look at this. And I'll be like, ew. And he's like, man, and he said, the ugly ones will put it down because they have something to prove. He said, pretty girls or like girls who, like those Instagram models and stuff, they don't have to do it. They just don't even try. Like,
and he can think about Lauren London the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you need to get an older pretty woman. They don't do that.
I don't know. That's what he said.
They don't do that.
I thought it was funny.
That's what I hear. Yeah. Okay. So I thought that there was truth to that, if I'm honest. Now I want to be on the side of woman. I do, but I can't lie, y'all. I can't lie because I think a lot of women do have sex with the men on the couch. They do. They like how they in the moment, right? How it feels in the moment because he's an attractive guy. Maybe he talks nice and maybe whatever, but he's still on his mama's couch. A lot of times, I think it's also like potential, and I think we too old to be going after that shit. You can't be sleeping on your mother's couch. So for me, I would not. I need more. I need to know that you can take care of shit.
Well, I don't agree. I agree. This is why I don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's women, they have their life together. They have the house, the car, their whole life together. And they just want a good time. I believe those women will deal with the dude on the couch.
No,
but they're not trying to get pregnant and get in long-term relationships with the dude on the couch. But I think they'll get with the dude on the couch. If he's attractive to her in some shape or form.
I think
Right.
I agree with you. You're right. People will, especially if you got your stuff, you got your house, your kids are a certain age, and you just want to have sex. You don't want anything else but that.
Right.
Yeah, he can come over and spend some nights.
Now you got to go home.
Yeah, you
Like, I
go.
don't want you to try. I don't want you to bring a toothbrush because if he living on his mama couch, he also looking for a place to stay.
You can't
So
live.
you can't
Exactly.
let them spend the night.
And I ain't cooking for you either, son. I'm not your.
Yeah, I'm not bringing you a plate.
Nah.
See, that's why I say I don't think where I'm at right now. I don't give a damn how good you look.
You
No.
can only go one job, sir. And you better
I
make
have
sure
a friend that's I have a friend that's really looking for a long-term relationship. He's really out there searching and looking, but most of the women that he want come across just want to have a good time. That's it. They don't want no long term. They don't want nothing deep. They just want to come over maybe twice or three times a month, hit it, quit it, and me go home.
And that also speaks to the demographic of woman he's trying to deal with.
Yep.
Like a lot of times, if you get somebody that's way too young and not looking to settle down in a relationship, that's what you get. A lot of men don't realize when you mess with these young girls, number one, they get pregnant, and number two, you just a number. Because at that point in their life, they may not be. Different women, different things, but at that point in their life, they may not be ready to settle down. Even older women. It's some older women that's like, look, I was married to Hank for 27 years. I'm not trying to do that no more.
I'm not trying to do that no more.
Right. I'm just trying to have
Just want
fun.
to have a good
So it just
time.
depends on where that person is in their life.
you're not trying to do that right now. Okay?
Right.
Give me 5 more years. Okay. Eric says this leans into perception. Some are good enough to sleep with, but not good enough to be seen outside or represented in 5. Then he says the sneaky link status. We need to do a show on sneaky link because I need some understanding on this shit. Okay.
That ain't nothing new. Sneaky link is just a new word for down low. For back in the day when people used to say we on a
Yep.
DL, we on,
hmm
and DL didn't always mean gay. It just mean we gonna keep
That's
it
what I
quiet.
thought it was.
We're
I
gonna
thought
keep this between us. Let's just keep
Right.
this between us.
There's nothing new under the sun. It's just a different terminology.
Keep it on down low, down low,
okay.
down low, down
Been
low.
going on for years.
Keep it on.
Okay.
You have men that you say, "Oh, he will never meet my mama," or "She will never meet my mama."
Ever. You ain't meeting my family, period.
They here for
Yeah,
a
that's
good
what
time, not a long time.
Because and I just had this situation too, where and that's kind of what scared me off. Like we just met, and now you want me to meet your kids, your cousin, your uncle. Like he would FaceTime me and be like, "Meet my future wife," and I'm like, "Whoa,
That's
no,
no, those are the ones that the love bombers. I don't play that shit.
no." I'm like, "No," I was like, "I don't even like you like that."
I don't like that.
Like I did like him until I met him, and his personality was kind of different.
No, I don't like them when they start love bombing. That shit is weird. Don't do that shit. Let stuff like let it be organic. Don't do that. I don't like that. So guys, before we continue, I need to go to a little commercial break.
This episode of Life Happens is brought to you by Mickey D's. The realest conversations always happen in the Mickey D's booth. All the best nights out end with a bite from Mickey D's. A full car ordering in the Mickey D's drive-thru with what you want is just the right amount of chaos. Mickey D's is the affordable answer to taking the whole fam out to dinner. Everyone's got their own Mickey D's moments. Go on and make more delicious memories.
Okay, guys. I was thinking as the commercial was playing, right? If I'm really, really honest about it, I think I've led people on and friend zoned them. I think because I was trying to figure out what I wanted, and then I realized you're not it. Then I friend zone them, and then they don't be friends with me anymore. So somebody told me
Hey, stop it, Charlie. Sorry.
So is that like leading? Is that just as bad as ghosting?
Yep.
Okay, Brian,
Yep.
you're supposed to be my friend, sir. Stop.
Yeah, because a lot of questions can be answered if you just reverse it. Would you like to be interested in somebody and then spend time with them 2, 3, 4 months, or however long you spend time with them, and then they go, well, I was just really testing stuff, and I da 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 whoop de whoop, and you'd be like, oh, so you wasted my time? You should have told me that in the beginning. So yes, that's just as bad.
That's
I
right.
also
Interesting.
believe
Yeah.
that men don't really friend zone women. I think men put women on ice. Like if they wait around to be your friend, they really don't want to be your friend. Because if you friend zone a guy and he really ain't feeling you, he on to the next. But if he really feeling you and he's sticking around and he's listening and he's trying to be your quote unquote friend, he waiting for an opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If
That's
you let
true.
them stick
That's
around
true.
long enough,
But
they
I
are trying
can't
to.
really be your friend though. I mean, why can't we have anyway?
The only real friend zone is when a woman friend zones and she really don't. She friend zone it because she's not feeling that at all. Like it's something where it's just not gonna happen for her. But he's still holding on. Maybe, maybe not holding on to there might be a chance. So I'm just gonna wait till opportunity get there.
Ooh, and Rita says back in the day we called being sneaky an undercover hoe. She said men put women on hold.
That's
They
so
do.
true. That's
They do.
so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I've had
More so, yeah. More so than men. That's right.
yeah, I've had that happen to me before.
Well, that's only because y'all are the receivers. Y'all aren't the pursuers. So you know,
But
if I could post a picture and 20, 25, 30 women get in my DMs and I talk to a few of them, then I would have I would friend zone more than I have ever done. So
but when I told the guy that he was putting me on ice, he denied it. He said no, he wasn't doing it.
Who's gonna tell you that?
So because
right, he's gonna deny it so you can stay around.
Right.
I stayed around, I blocked his ass. So I'm like, play with your
Probably
boy.
was so
Is
quick to
it
block
is it
people.
okay? Is it
Yeah,
okay
she done said
to
she done said blocked like 10 times. She's like, I blocked his ass. Did I block his ass? And I blocked his ass.
That block list is long, isn't
I'm gonna tell you,
it?
I am past the point in my life of trying to be the bigger person, and I'm not gonna block you because I want to show you I'm mature. Fuck that. You're disturbing my peace, Negro. I'm blocking your ass. I don't want to see your fat ass. Period. I don't
So
want to see
how
your
do you know? How do
How
you
she
know
do
when
it?
a
How she
guy?
did it,
How do you
Raj?
know when a guy puts a girl in the friend zone and he has a girlfriend or he has a significant other, a wife, but they've been friends for such a long time,
Oh.
but you know she's waiting around,
Right. It's women that do that.
or just
Yep.
waiting around, just waiting
Yes.
around.
women are worse than men. Let's be honest.
Yes.
We are the queen of games. Please.
Yeah, yeah, we are.
That way, oh well, if you were my man, I would cook you dinner. If you were my man, I would do you like you're such a good man. I don't know why
Oh
she
yes,
does
honey.
Girl.
game. It's just a different game. It's just game. I don't
Yeah.
trust women. That's why I don't have no men friends, and I don't want my husband to have any women friends because they
Oh, but
ain't friends.
he's such a good. He's you're such a good husband and wife, and
Oh wait, no. This is what I realized. A lot of times people say, "Oh no, I'm not ready to be your whatever significant other because I still got to heal." Now I'm not saying because I've been in a position where I really need. I was just divorced. I didn't need to be in a relationship because I need to learn myself. But I've heard that people telling me that, and I
They
recognize the
need to
truth.
heal. So, what is your answer to you need to heal? How do you address that?
Well, now if I'm talking to somebody, I can tell, especially if like we've been in the same space. So I can tell a lot of times because of the language, right? But I know it's bullshit when words and actions don't match up. And when you ask questions, they get mad that you're asking questions. That's
I
why.
just say, if you need to heal, and or what have you, that's something that's a self thing. You need to be by yourself. I mean, what can you do if you're not their therapist? What can you do if they need to
Not
heal?
a damn thing for me. I'm gonna date your daddy because I can. I'm gonna date your cousins and your tight friend group. No, I'm joking. I may though. I don't know. Eric said figuring out and your cousins. Did I say your cousins? Because I made figuring out what you want is translation for I'm seeing if I can find someone something better. This goes on both sides of the table. This
Hmm.
leads to the dragging along and ultimately being friend zone.
Yeah.
That's exactly what people do.
Yes, because guys, we're at the age where we can date the daddies and the granddaddies, and I remind people of that. Don't play with me. Play with your mammy. Okay.
Like I'm not finna. All those lukewarm comments from women. What
Mhm.
I'm not fixing to do is try to persuade you to like me.
I know
Right.
I'm not.
that.
I'm not
Come
finna
on,
persuade you to be attracted to me.
Brian.
Right.
I'm not fixing to do none of that.
Exactly.
If you aren't initially attractive, if we aren't initially vibing, if you don't initially like me and all that kind of stuff, I'm not
Right.
about to stick around for you to try to eliminate 10 other dudes and then take me from 5 to 2 or all that. No, 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 no. That's just not me. Other people can try to do all that they want to do, whatever, but that's just not me. I'm not fixing to stick around for somebody to say, well, because that there are so many times where I see people post on social media about what they're doing by themselves and healing by themselves, and then a month later come up pregnant by the same type of dude that you said that you were leaving behind. So I have a term that a lot of dudes have, and I'm not trying to give away dudes' secrets,
Oh, you give
but
it to be your friend.
but we say, look, somebody effing somebody. So you can post all you want to. Oh, I'm by myself. I'm on the self heal journey. I went to do my nails for my self care, and I feel better. And forget all these people. Men, if you ain't trying to come correct, I'm by myself. And then 2 months later, you pregnant. Somebody been. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. All that faking the funk for social media and relevancy. Y'all can keep all that.
Okay.
That part. But
I
that's true.
think people are, and honestly, and I am just an outsider looking in the window. I think a lot of people, and I say people because both men and women are delusional. If somebody shows you that they don't like you, guess what? They don't like you. If they're not returning your calls, if they're not asking you out on dates, they don't like you. If she's not trying to hug and kiss on you by the fifth or sixth date, she don't like you. It's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
delusional activity going on, but you still, because they check all your boxes, they have the job, they have the house, they have the car, they have this, but they treat you like trash. They don't like you. And I just agree
Exactly.
100% with Brian. You're here trying to persuade them to
Right.
like you. Either they do or they don't.
Well,
And I
see,
realize, and a lot of things that this generation, take me as I am. I don't care if I'm 400 pounds fit. It's the delusion. 400-pound figure is not for every man. A skinny
Exactly.
woman is not for every man. A
That's
dark
right.
skinned woman is not for every man. A light skinned woman is like, men have a variety of tastes and likes. And if you're not for that person, move on until you find that person that's for
Move
you.
on. Exactly. There are plenty of people out here that will accept you just as you are. One of
Right.
the things I said to a parent of mine, I said, I want you to love and accept me as I am, right? And those things are foundational and fundamental things. And so that could interfere when you're looking for a partner. Okay. And I think a lot of times we bleed into that mess, right? So I agree with what you said, Felicia, 100%. And ain't nobody going to choose. And you're right, though. People come with the worst kind of shit. Like you mentioned the 400 pounds. Okay. What about the mental health issue? What about the side tooth that's missing? What about your bad breath?
Right.
I mean, I had met, listen, I was on a date with a guy. He checked all the boxes, but I could smell his breath through his mask. I will never in my life see you again, sir. Because if you can't even take care of your mouth, did you not smell your breath behind that mask?
yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I
I'm gonna
same
tell
thing.
y'all.
This
My
guy, like
friend
I
went
said,
on
I
a
don't.
date.
Go ahead,
My
Kim.
friend went on a date, and she talked to him for like a month
And
online. Right? Nice guy, beard, just nice, very intelligent, really nice. So decided to meet after a month of talking. Went to the restaurant, and she's, you know, getting out the car, and she sees this guy. He's about 400 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
hold on. Why didn't you FaceTime me before she went out with him? The
she's
hell?
been FaceTiming him. She could only see his face.
No, you knew
That's
that.
her fault. That's her fault. That's her fault.
Wait,
Oh
wait.
no.
So,
That.
So she went into the restaurant with him and sat down and ate. And she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And he was
Because
like,
I wanted you to like me for me.
No,
well, usually when I tell women they don't want to go out, they don't want to actually
Right.
go
Right.
out.
Right.
So
you
I
knew
thought I wouldn't do that. And she's like, "I wish you would have told me." But she doesn't. She didn't want to date him. She was like, "No, I can't do this." But
every guy, she knew he was fat. Mika says,
no, she didn't know, Robbie. I'm
she
telling you.
knew. There is no freaking way, sis. You 400 pounds. Your face.
No, yes, no. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I know women. I got homegirls who've been catfished because for some reason, look, y'all. I tell y'all this on this podcast all the time. Women turn off two things all the time: that little discernment and that intuition y'all be talking about. Y'all turn that off, and then for some reason, y'all turn off y'all common sense a lot too. And y'all really be FaceTiming folks like this and believe in pictures that they posted 15, 20 years ago, and y'all don't ever ask the man to stand up and do none of that. Heck no. Like that catfishing is real, and there are a lot of guys who do that because they do the whole, well, I wanted you to like me for me, and if I would have shown you this, we were having such a good conversation, and if I would have told you I was 400 pounds, you probably wouldn't want to talk to me. All that type of bullcrap. That is a high level of deception that's happening right off top. That if I was a woman, if a woman did me like that, let's just say I was crazy enough not to get no full body, right?
Okay.
Let's just say my common sense turned off, and before a date, I never got the full body, right?
Right.
And like, there's no way that I'm going to go out on a second date with somebody that was deceptive, even if the body wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
No,
right?
She didn't go out on a second date. But
Yeah, I'm just saying. I agree with that. I would. I don't care. I don't care how attracted I. No, man. Look, no, we're not finna start with this deception.
It has to be good conversation, nice guy, blah 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 blah, all these things. But once she got the full picture, it was
deception.
like, oh, okay.
You tricked me to date me. You admitted to tricking me. You said, I deceived you. I tricked you because I wanted to, because I knew if I told you the truth, you wouldn't go out with me. Instead of giving you that opportunity to say, well, I don't care about your size, because there's some women that like me, guys. Look at 600-pound life.
Yeah.
I seen a guy, he was probably all of 150 wet. He was outside with that big 600-pound woman, spraying her with a water hose so she could get clean with a bath. So it's people out there that fantasize about people like that.
Though, Felicia, what was the nationality, may I ask?
White.
Yeah, but still, he was out there with a water hose, washing his woman up, getting her clean, helping her wife, helping her clean.
Hilarious.
But he wanted her. That's why I said, why are you lying? Let's don't waste nobody's time.
Exactly. Who on my 600-pound life is single? None of them.
No,
so
exactly.
So hey.
They have eneblers. They have people who enable them.
Yeah.
People that fetishize about them. They fetish them.
Good husbands and wives. What the? Let me read Eric's comments. He says, facts be because people that are really doing shadow work don't advertise or have the disposition to post about their journey. It's really not a promo moments experience.
Exactly.
He said
that promo.
Damn, for real though. Turn off not included. And then somebody said, I don't know who this is, but hi, whoever that is. Felicia, when a woman tells a guy she isn't interested, that is seen as a challenge. Are you saying that a dude can't go? I mean,
I feel.
You still trying to convince me to like you?
Yeah,
I don't like you.
Yeah.
And this one guy, he checked before I got married. He checked all the boxes. His look was like the look that I like, and he was really nice. He always was nice. And then he smoked cigarettes. It was a done deal for me. I don't like cigarette smoke. Never have. I don't want to kiss somebody that's been smoking on cigarettes. That's just not me. It's nothing he could do. Even after quitting, even if he quit smoking cigarettes, it was like I want that to be something that he does for himself, not to date me. You know what I mean? That's just doing too much.
Nah, I see. That happens. But some dudes do see that as a challenge, and they go, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then and because dudes can get very competitive when it comes to women. They see something that they want as their territory, and then they start doing things. They start going, okay, well, that's why a lot of times people ask, hey, what so and so did, and they get that intel to do the opposite of it if it's bad, or to do more of it if it was good, right? So if men here know, like all the women on this podcast, how many times have you told a man no and he didn't come back with a rebuttal? That's few and far between. That he just goes. It's few and far between. Hold on. That a man just go that a man takes a no, right, and then goes, hey, I'll tell you what, I respect that, and I appreciate our chat or whatever, and I'm gone. The odds are there's some type of rebuttal and another type of persuasion, or hey, can I get the number? Because it happens all the time. You could be in a relationship. Y'all, we've got two here who are married, and you could tell a dude that I'm married, and he goes, so, I still want the number, yada yada, whoop whoop. Yeah, are you happy that
married?
Yeah. So it's like a whole bunch of dudes do see that as a challenge, but once again, I'm not about to convince you of nothing. Because if you do one time, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep convincing, and then they use that. Most people who convince. So I don't know if it was Lincoln. Some dude said this a long time ago. One of the presidents, but it said a person persuaded against their will is of the same opinion still, and I totally believe that, because if you're going to be of that same opinion in the back of your head, it's not going to leave. And I ain't got time for that. I don't have time to build a relationship on the work I have to do in order to persuade you to like me or be in love with me or such and such. No, I'm not gonna do it.
And I think a red flag for me, I agree 100% with Brian, but a red flag for me, and I've had guys tell me this, I normally don't date blanks like you, girls like you that have whatever. When they say that to me, that's a cue you really don't want me, because what your preference is different from who I am.
Right.
Like I've had means I've really never dated a dark skinned girl. Okay, well you won't.
How about that?
Because I don't want, because again, that's me trying to sell myself. And whenever a non-dark skinned woman comes into view, I'm going to feel some kind of way, like,
Because
he
that's
like
what
that? Is that what he likes? I want to be what you like. I actually want to look like some of your ex-girlfriends. So I know that I'm your type. It's just me.
That makes sense. Okay, Mika says you shouldn't have to persuade or convince anyone to like you. Once your choice is made, that's what it is, and it's facts.
That's it.
Yep.
Hey, Rabia, has anyone not liked you because of your nationality? Or do they find it intriguing?
Hold on. Now, let me tell you, I met a South African guy, and he was a white South African, right? And he didn't know that I was a colored South African until I started speaking. And then, yeah. But I wouldn't have liked him anyway, because when I heard him speaking, I was like, damn, he sounds like oppression. Anyway.
So I'm going to make a confession.
Please.
I literally fear being with a woman that looks at me like meh one day. Because she's always looked at me like, well, like meh. Like meh. Like, okay, he's handsome. He's handsome, but well, all right then, but and then I do, we do things together, and it looks like that we're growing, and then we get into a relationship and all that stuff, and I think everything is cool, because of course everybody's got no one's perfect to each other. There's something I'm not going to like about her physically, but overall I'm going to find her fine, pretty, whatever, attractive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yes, there's something on me and my body that I know for a fact that she may not be totally attracted to, but overall, that 9.9 out of 10, that 0.1 or 0.2, well, he could have this that I like, or he could have that I usually like, but he's a 9.8 or 9.9 in my, okay, I get that. But I do not want to have to persuade anybody because I don't want them waking up going, man, did I, do I, maybe, no, 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 I'm not fixing to do that. And there are people out here that literally are with people that they go, man, like, I saw this other girl, man, and my girl just like, but there's things about my girl, man, like she ain't got long hair like this other girl did. She ain't got da da da. And they start doing a comparison and contrast with every other female that they meet because the girl that they're with, they really think, man, but there's things about them and things that they do for them that try to keep them in the relationship. And a lot of times it's people stay in those relationships because they fear being alone. So they go, well, overall, they're a good person. I want to try to go out and do better because this person really doesn't fill all the boxes. They just feel the like the fundamental ones. They're a good person overall, but they don't check every single one of them. But I don't want to go out and risk losing this base, losing this that I've got, this base that I've got, be alone for X amount of time. And that's more scary than, dragging this person that I kind of really don't want on.
But that goes back to that where women will say, I dated this man or lived with this man for 5 years and we break up and he married somebody in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really found the woman that he wanted to marry.
That he wanted it all along. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And that happens in culturally too. Like a lot of Muslim men will date non-Muslim women, or Africans do the same thing as well. Okay. And it's just really to have sex with them. And then when they meet that good Muslim girl that their families have approved, it happens with Arab men, they will date non-Arab women, but they'll never marry you. Like, I don't care what they tell you, they will never marry you because you do not know the culture. Girl, they've been full of shit though. Let me read one more comment, and then guys, we have to go because I have a Zoom call I gotta be on. And Rita says, when I was on dating sites, I only had headshots posted, and I was getting requests asking for full body shots. I hesitated at first until they told me that they have been lied to by several women regarding their weight.
Thank
you.
That
Yes,
doesn't
this right here. This is the most deceitful post, the deceitful form of taking a picture ever, right here, because it don't show nothing.
You always say
it don't show nothing. It hide everything. And I can't wait till one of your friends tag you in a post that you taking a picture with one of your friends and they show your reel about it. Thank you, home girl.
Because a woman could be pear shaped. She could be really small up top and then have a big
really big at the bottom.
Everything else down below. So yeah.
And men as well. Let's not forget, men can be pear shaped.
I can't do the hips. I can't do the hips.
I've never came across that.
Oh girl.
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
I'm gonna be looking for it.
Birth and baby hips.
Yeah, the birth and hips. I seen a guy with the hips and the big old bubble booty, like a bubble. Like, for real?
No.
Yeah.
I bet he smells.
What? Not his arm. If his arms are short, because I had a guy to tell me that he doesn't date women whose arm don't pass their waist. If their arms don't pass their waist, he won't date them because they ain't clean.
That's what my friend said.
They can't bend down or nothing. Golly.
Oh my God! Did you hear this? Shit. I
Kanye was talking about, man, I bet they smell, man. Golly.
But most people arms are past their waist, so.
Yeah. No, because you got this.
But they can't bend over. They can't bend over or squat down or something.
I can't even. Oh God.
Guess they use a bidet. I don't know.
Yeah.
They have like the brush thing and just be like, right?
Yeah, no. Bad business.
Okay.
Anyway,
bidet.
Okay, so my final thoughts. What is your final thoughts, guys? We got like 30, I guess, a minute for final thoughts. So you got 20 seconds apiece.
I don't care. I'll friend zone them if they. I don't care if they're cute or any of that. If you ain't got your shit together or you're too something, I'm not dealing with you like that.
Kim?
I don't think there's anything wrong with friend zone. I think that you have to have that initial like that initial looking in each other's eyes, seeing, okay, I like what I see, you like what you see. So I don't think there's anything wrong with friend zoning. I just think the person in the friend zone need to know that and not
Yeah.
be like waiting there in suspense.
Yeah, let's normalize calling people liars and stop saying gaslighting, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Or you gonna block them?
I'm gonna block you. Baby,
Don't block them.
gaslighting, you try to get out.
You're blocked. You're blocked.
Because some people say, oh, hold on. Some people say, well, I want him to see what I'm doing. I don't want you to see shit about me, baby. Bye. You're blocked. I don't give a damn. Because when you were like, I want to show him how well I'm doing, that means you still hang up on that bastard. Let him go.
Okay, we know, Rabia.
Yeah, my final thoughts is I don't believe in friend zoning because it gives somebody a light of hope that's not really there. So
Right.
keep moving. Go on with your life. I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
I'm in the friend zone you and let you know you're in the friend zone. I'm going to keep it 1,000%. You will never see nothing of mine, sir. Ever. Ever in your life.
Lightning, it's raining.
Brian, what is your final thoughts? I can close it up.
My final thoughts is what y'all said.
I hate you. Because if you notice you're trying to mock me with the accent, bye, Brian. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you later. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.